Welcome to the offline show. Mr. Wigglesworth in the motherfucking building. GameStop, PS5, Xbox. We got Nori in this motherfucker. Drink Champs. Yo, unbelievable day today. Although it's raining out this motherfucker, cats and dogs, we got a motherfucking monster in here. And we about to talk some video games, and we about to talk some history. What up, Nori? How you been?
How you been, man?
Good, baby. Good to see you. EFN, my man. Number one DJ that outside no disrespect, Van Hopping Excitement Radio. It's all good. DJ that I know for many years, who's been doing it, been in the game for a while. You know what I'm saying? Want to shout out to you boys. I appreciate you coming out. You know what I mean? It's raining like crazy, so. You know, I've been catching you on the streams and seeing you was in what?
Well, you made me a hero, man. I just FaceTime my sons and they sold them out the PS5. They went crazy.
It's a wrap.
So you made me a hero.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
I want you to be a hero too. I want to be a hero too.
Listen. Mr. Wigglesworth comes through off the muscle.
I'm glad you're a hero. I'm really glad. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you.
Like I won the award.
You gotta hold it up now.
Best mixtape DJ. Thank you.
Let me explain something about these exclusives. Ain't nobody getting these nowhere. Exclusive, just like ain't no you.
So hold on, that's a special Xbox right
These are the special joints. They dropped on.
Don't look at it too much.
It dropped on Tuesday. Ain't none of them coming out for a while. You heard what Xbox was talking about and PlayStation. They did a minimal amount to see how they were gonna do, and these shits flew off the stage along with today's drop, the PS5.
Make some noise.
Yeah.
Make some noise.
Do the whole interview like this.
It's a whole nother story.
Hold that.
If you understand what's happening today,
And today it dropped.
Today
It's
the
already
PS5,
sold out everywhere.
It's done.
No
It's
one
already
has
nowhere. No,
You a legend, I know.
You got
You're a
one.
legend.
You got one. The Xbox also, but as you can see the comparison, we're gonna talk a little nerd talk right now. The Xbox and the PS5 both have 8K HDR capabilities. The Xbox comes with one tech. These are fucking computers. Basically, these are computers,
Yeah.
son. You know what I mean?
So the old PS4, you just download the data and it
Right on it.
Okay.
Right on it. You just stream right on it and you can get busy. You know what I mean?
Netflix, so you have Netflix.
Yeah, you
your
can
old
technical.
PS4.
Oh, he knows.
Because you know, I use my shit for more than one thing. You know what
There
I'm saying?
you go. Yeah,
Word.
it got full capabilities, HDR, the whole shebang. We ain't opening these boys right now. We will be playing and streaming them later on Twitch.tv. WeirdoGodZ, my gaming team. My apologies. Toad is over there on the stream filming.
So this is a game show. This is a game show.
Yeah, we gamers.
So
we
let me
gamers,
ask.
but it's not a game show.
Okay.
It's
Game for gamers.
Yeah, the offline show is a social topic show. We talk about everything that respectively involves us in the hood and in the youth. You know what I'm saying? Today
For the culture.
and it's for the culture.
They happen to be gamers.
But we happen to be gamers.
Right.
And
What's your favorite game of all time?
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty is your favorite game of all
That's
time?
what I play. That's the only game.
I'm talking about from back in the days.
Back in the days, the best game I've ever played from back in the days was Contra.
Not Pitfall? I fuck with
Pitfall was crazy.
Come on, the Legend of Zelda. Y'all living out the Legend of Zelda.
We going further back. We going further back.
You gotta go further.
Y'all leaving out Mario Brothers.
That was next generation.
Y'all leaving out Double Dribble? Double Dribble?
Space Invaders.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I knew that.
This is one of my favorite games. That's what's the other Emmanuel?
Top dollar.
Emmanuel put me onto a scary game. But this all comes from all these adventure games. All come from this, to me, in my opinion. This is the mother of any adventure game. So even Call of Duty, all of that is adventure games.
Right.
If you put it together.
It all
But this
combines
all comes from.
And I still think that
I played hooky from school to finish this game.
I still think Rayquan Glaciers of Ice is sampled from Legend of Zelda. I still think that. I haven't gotten confirmation.
Mindset. No, but definitely. Zelda had a
I'll let you
different.
know that's a real DJ shit right there.
Ah.
He's right back to the DJ.
He pulled a sample.
But nah, Zelda was a good game. Nintendo at that time was innovative completely.
Yeah, they
had
changed
their
the
own-
game.
Yeah, they had their own mindset. They had their own thing going on until Sega came in. So now, honestly, the PlayStation and the Xbox derives from the Sega generation and the Neo Geo. The graphics that were on those games were surreal. We when they came out, Sega was bugging.
What was the shit before that? Atari.
That's my shit.
That's what we go with the Pitfall and the
Contra,
Contra.
you know, the Pac-Man, the whole nine. Yeah, that was
The wooden Atari.
What was
the
that?
2600.
Before Atari?
Atari.
Yeah, that was the first one.
ColecoVision. No. We gamers.
Yeah. Centipede and all that shit.
The original jokes, but all that.
That's when you seen EA Sports came out.
Really?
When that,
Yes.
they had the football game.
That's a true statement, and with that's a historic thing. When EA Sports had the Madden and they were trying to get Madden on, they couldn't figure out the diagramics and all the bits to get it done. When they finally figured it out, if you don't know, us as a culture, they hired on a creator who came in and put the first black football player in Madden.
Wow.
Word.
It took us
That
to the point.
time?
It took that.
That's foul, bro. How the fuck did they take that?
They didn't know how to put colors in.
Oh, okay. I don't know. That's a terrible excuse.
We know that was a fabrication.
But they got it right. They got it right.
They're like the pixelation fucked it up.
They were full of shit. They were still trying to figure it out. They were still trying to figure out the demographic and everything behind it, and who's gonna buy it, who's gonna sell. But you already know, outside of that, you know, if we didn't have those generational games at that time, we wouldn't have these monsters that would just drop today. Tuesday was the Xbox. I know you an Xbox fan.
Yeah. I mean, this Xbox is talking to me.
The only problem I had with Xbox when they came
I got no problems with Xbox. Just putting it out there. No problems with Xbox. You're good in my book.
It's their download capabilities, man. Their downloading is fucking forever. With this shit.
Oh, yeah.
Super slow. They don't have the liquid technology that PlayStation came up with. PlayStation has the liquid technology. And that's why this bad
So I
boy-
take it that's your girlfriend.
That's my girlfriend. No, I fucks with her all day. But I also wanna speak about how these systems are changing today. You know, you guys we all the same age. You know what I mean?
40, 40.
Yeah, we all 40. So we understand we were in that generation where everything started turning around. You know, I don't think I was at the ColecoVision. I was there for the Atari.
Let me ask you a question. I know I'm off subject a little
Go ahead.
But now, with the new system and all that, and all these things, now is the games going to be like a download? Like how you could download an album?
No, they're both.
But they're going in that direction.
Yeah, still,
They
okay.
are trying to
They're going in that
eliminate it.
direction.
Is it PlayStation?
Yeah,
Okay.
they trying to eliminate it like
Because they got the
would-
game passes.
the
where
album.
you
album.
Like
do all
they did with the
games.
music and they went all
Right.
full
So
download.
if a new game come out, it will never be sold out because you can just go online and just that's kind of genius.
That's the whole Apple mindset that PlayStation's on and Xbox, but you know you gotta go get into this whole.
Is it Apple trying to make a game?
They said they
And
would
Nintendo
try.
coming back.
They're
too,
trying to
right?
make a console?
Well, the Switch has always been there. The
yeah?
Switch has always been there.
That's Nintendo.
That's Nintendo.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's you like that.
Well, they got the motion thing, but they always been there. They got the Smash Brothers and they got all that.
And where's VR in all of this?
Well, VR is a whole nother ballgame. I can't
That's
do
virtual.
VR. It's gonna
Yeah,
fuck my head up. I get fucking, you know.
I'm saying, does Xbox have their own VR? Does
PlayStation does have their own VR. They do have their own VR, and
Microsoft?
Microsoft is definitely gonna come up with their thing, but Microsoft can't compete with PlayStation. They
can't compete?
I don't think they
Compete?
compete.
Why?
They had the mixer. Streaming that they had to actually cancel due to COVID and the whole shebang because they weren't getting the amount of attention that Twitch was getting. So, you know, I don't think that they have fully figured out the components and it's still based on their whole super software capability. You know, Bill Gates don't really give a fuck. He's already a billionaire. He's walking around.
Well, Bill Gates is not a part of the day-to-day anymore.
Well,
He's trying to cure the world now.
He's trying to cure the world.
He's running the Illuminati, right?
The whole top.
Cure the world or get the world sick.
We just don't know.
Get them sick and then bring the cure in. We already know what time it is with that. But we're gonna take a break right now. We're gonna have Ben Hop spin. let you guys in on the secret. We're gonna open up the Xbox. I know you really don't want to hear that.
Yeah, no,
Because
I
you're
don't
gonna
like
walk
that.
around.
You got a dummy one?
But we ain't got no dummy versions. But we're gonna show you this brick. There's a brick in here. This is worth. This shit right here weighs about.
Don't talk about my stuff like that.
It's 15 pounds. Well, Mr. Wigglesworth, Offline Show, excitementradio.com, twitch.tv, WeirdoGodZ. I hope y'all tuning in.
Drink
we got
champs.
Nori in here. We got drink champs in the motherfucking building. No drinks on the table. This is a kid's show. This is a kid's show. Representing.
What's up? This is Renda Writer, international touring, handwritten artist, and mural artist. I'm here at the GameStop in Miami, Florida for the PS5 release with the Offline Show and Excitement Radio.
What's going on, everybody? It's Kenny Calderon from Wilding Studios. I want to shout out the good people at Excitement Radio and the Offline Show with your boy, Mr. Wigglesworth.
All right, we back. The Offline Show, Mr. Wigglesworth. Out here, Bass Boogie, excitementradio.com, Nori in the house, Drink Champs in the house.
You.
We out here talking video games and bullshit. You know what I mean? Enjoying ourselves, having chicken wings. You should come out here to the GameStop out here in Edison Plaza.
That's right. Get
You know what I mean?
yourself some Wingstop.
So listen, I was told not to open up
No, I don't do
the
it.
Xbox,
Don't do it.
but I gotta open it up.
Don't do it.
I gotta open it up there. People want to see what's in there.
I don't drop it.
They want to see what's in there.
It's never been shown.
It's never been shown
The value instantly goes down when he opens his box.
100%. But I'm not an Xbox fan, so for me the value's already down. But let's see. Let's see what's going on
Don't
in
do
here.
him like that.
Oh shit! It says DJ EFN engraved on it, bro. That's dope.
It's gold, right?
I want to thank everybody, man.
For those that can't see it on the stream, it says "Power Your Dreams." This motherfucker is huge. It's supposedly
Shit
supposed to
heavy.
be. It's supposedly supposed to be a couple packs.
It's a
You gotta put some muscle on it. Wow.
Yeah, nah. This is a heavy motherfucker. This is heavy as hell. It got a couple of. Or at least Xbox did right by giving some type of free
That shit'll mess your kid up. You drop him on
free
his foot.
free download. Sadly, I don't see the. I think the controller's in here. Yeah, it came with the controller. The problem I have with these controllers is that they battery powered. You know what I'm saying? You know that. Yeah, they battery
Right, but
powered.
you could buy the rechargeable joints.
You could buy the rechargeable
I
joints.
got that already. I'm good.
You already got.
You keep that.
You put that in your
Keep
hand.
that.
I'm good.
He's already set.
We'll get in the box.
This is a monster. This is actually not. This is for those that grew up like I grew up. This is incredibly. This is fucking stupid. Yo, grab that real quick, son.
Be careful.
Yo, that's insane. That's insane. That's basically a weight on its own. That's a computer tower. So for those that
That's serious.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta have your Timbs on your
yeah,
head.
to get busy.
You can't skip leg day.
So
when you do that.
there's really
I work out just to play.
there's
the
really
Xbox.
no need for me to open it.
No point.
You know what I'm saying? Because we can see it. We can see it on the
Excellent
outside.
graphics. It plays really well.
That is yet to be seen. I have to test it out. But the original Xbox that came out was crazy bulky as well. The original Xbox. And then the Xbox One started slimming down. But this shit right here, this is crazy. Hopefully it does what it's supposed to do. I'll
let you know.
The music, you can actually connect this. A lot of DJs and beat makers, you can connect this
That's what I'm doing with it. Yeah.
to the whole shebang.
I got you. Come on, live streaming. Excitement Radio. We in.
Radio offline show. Mr. Wigglesworth. I'm telling you, yeah. The fact that this is a tower in itself, this is a computer in itself.
It's not. It definitely looks like a computer.
Yeah.
For sure.
So like you're gonna basically have your own system. You don't need. They're trying to eliminate computer system. You just basically gonna have this. Your television.
It's like the computer, the CPU gamers, and the other console gamers. Like it's all one.
Intertwined. And the CPU game is we game as well on a monster.
Like Alienware dude.
Yeah, we got the. I'm not dropping no names right now because they ain't paying me. But yeah, we
Maybe they will. Let's drop them.
Yeah, drop them. Drop them. No, but the Xbox is possibly gonna. I never will go against PlayStation. Without a doubt, PlayStation for me.
I agree with you.
You PlayStation though. You got PS5. PS5
I got both, but I'm a PS5.
So that's like software, right? When you make music, it's like software.
Like
depending
I'm
on
a
which
Mac
one
guy.
you
I'm a
use.
Mac guy.
Right.
But for the computers, I don't like PCs at all. I'm just a Mac guy. So that's what.
And
So that's like
PlayStation
PC.
is like a
It's
Mac.
like you
That's
MPC or
PC.
native
It's like PC
instruments.
to me, yeah.
100%, like the MPC and the rolling.
Right, Akai, it's native instruments.
Right.
And,
Okay.
Machine.
Got you. So yeah, most definitely, if you
Whatever you used to.
are Xbox fan, you're gonna get the Xbox. I wouldn't get the Xbox. I just had to get it right now for the show.
For me, that's okay.
For my man. So he's gonna.
I believe in the secret. I'm speaking into existence.
Listen, Drink Champs is gonna be gamers now. You know they gonna
we
be on the
gamers.
streets.
We gamers?
They gonna get on it. Some drinks and gaming. That's the way it goes right now. The adults are actually the ones that are
Holding it down.
the consumers and that are holding down because this was our
Look at
generation.
the price point.
And the price point is
And
insane.
we just don't want to mature.
I think
Bunch of
that's
big ass kids.
Yeah, that's what it is.
But I think we come up in
But
this
it's the
generation.
creativity
That's why
that
the
we
world's
bring.
fucked up.
That's why. There you go. But
Playing too many games.
I don't know if Donald Trump is playing a lot of motherfucking games right now. He on a whole
Imagine
nother
when
level.
somebody our age become president.
Well,
Our age group. We up next.
All wars are on Call of
We up
Duty.
next.
And-
That'd be ill. Like, I fucked Russia up. Done.
But that's
Do a
what
treaty.
That's what they're doing with the drones. They actually are doing
No,
that.
yeah, that's
They're
exactly
playing the
what the drones
game
are.
and then they fucking sending drones out there and then they saying they ain't doing it.
Way too deep for rap.
That's a whole nother ball game. And no, well, I wouldn't say it's way too deep
Nah,
for rap.
it's real. It's real.
You got Public Enemy type of situation.
No, the gaming
right now.
community gave way to what's going on right now with you got the drones and all of that.
Right.
Like
Right.
that's the generation that's doing that now.
Yeah,
That's
indeed.
doing
That's
the
a
whole
fact.
shebang right
And they're
now.
good at it.
Insanely good.
Right.
And that's why they're making these fucking computers now that my daughter's harassing me for. I know you guys got kids, so
Yeah.
you definitely got to come up with that $600-700 and get that. The price point on this is not that crazy. It was what, $543? Not bad.
What's the price point on the PS5?
Same.
Yeah?
Same.
$540?
But then they want you to buy all the bullshit
Okay.
along with it. So you're gonna drop about $8 bills.
Yeah, because you got to get another controller. You got to get some games.
The whole Xbox. If for those that don't understand, I'm gonna bring it back to the offline show. How we try to support those to understand how finance works and capitalism. If you understand that Microsoft right now is capitalizing at $600 price point, and the PlayStation is at almost like a $700 price point, if you go ahead and buy into their stock today, you will then reciprocate enough money to buy this motherfucker. It's true fact. The the stock market is $83 right now, and Microsoft is at $218.
And there's no competing consoles to them too.
The Nintendo, the Switch, but they haven't dropped anything out.
And you think it's in competition with them?
I think they have
I feel like it's another league.
It has
It's
its
like a
own
younger
league.
league.
Yes.
Because they're very mobile.
right. Well,
It's its own niche.
It's like a
not
younger
competitive, but It's like,
Yes.
hey, we got this too.
Right.
right. It's for. I have the Switch for my daughter,
Right.
so she can leave me alone while I'm playing my PlayStation. You gotta keep them busy. Plus, their games don't exceed the rated, adult rated content. So it's always good to add something for them. Or the Roblox. if your kids is on Roblox right now, my wallet
Roblox
is still
breaking me.
Yeah, Roblox is breaking.
I don't know about my kids.
I got that on the PC. That's the PC thing that we were just talking about. That's a PC.
What's the Fortnite thing, too? They got to pay for that, too?
Fortnite, they give it to you for free, but
And
you
it's
gotta pay
paid
for
within
it.
the
You
game.
do anything,
Yeah.
you got to pay.
It's an intelligent business format. It's a business format that they're utilizing.
Is it safe to say that's like the Sims, like when it
Remember
upgraded?
the Sims?
Yeah.
The Sims is just like that. The Call of Duty and the
It's like a totally immersed world.
exactly.
Right.
It's putting people it's taking people off the streets and we gaining weight for this motherfucker, but it's socializing on the computer systems now. The avatars and the whole nine. But since everything is going that route, and you guys are familiar with it, with the whole music game, how everything transitions from the tape to the CD to the streams now.
So now it's just a link.
And so you still are relevant in that fact. I teach my brother, you know, he's in that Generation Z, Generation Millennial stage, so I have to put him on to what real music is, because nowadays the music that's going out there is terrible. It's straight smack.
That's generational, though. Generational.
Understandable.
Some of them we outside of demographics.
You don't remember like back in the day, you hear your moms, your pops be like, in my day, this is real music.
This is real
So
music.
you realize y'all moms and pops right now.
Exactly.
Everything I just said.
Generational.
I feel the same way about you, but I know I'm coming from an old point of view, because when I walk by my son's room, they don't think it's garbage. They don't think it's trash. So it's actually like, it's not our time. You know what I'm saying?
But you know where I disagree with you with that we talk about it all the time with Drink Champs, is that we're in the same genre. Our parents and grandparents, they had different genres of music they were comparing to. Bands and live gigs and this,
rock,
that. We're all within the hip hop genre, so we kind of have the right to say, nah, it's not necessarily what we was doing. You know what I'm saying?
It's not.
It's all founded
but
on.
that was the generation was saying before us, and the generation before that. They always was.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, this is turning into a Drink Champs show?
No.
Hold on. We're going to go old school with the box of wine.
My grandma.
You know what I mean?
My boy Shorty drinks that all the time on his jakes.
Listen, we on grandma time. Yeah, my grandma.
grandmother used to love that shit.
My grandma kept it by the bed, on the side of the bed with the Pepsi and the Coke. She knew we was drinking all that shit.
Oh, and you got
We got a white one over here.
many episodes of Drink Champs, we never had boxing.
The offline show has just brought you back.
Listen, if anybody out there got a box wine company and you want to do a deal with Drink Champs,
there you go.
We in. Drink Champs for box wine. That's hilarious.
It makes total sense with Drink Champs.
Listen, I know I got probably an uncle coming home right now, so he can mix that shit up in the
Listen, and by the way, you could put those together, and that's called sangria.
Oh, he got it.
Throw a little costal de fruta in there.
And it's over. 2 seconds.
We actually Hollywood.
We ain't bougie up in here. We keeping it 100 hood 100. Yeah,
That's
definitely. So, like I was trying to say, like earlier, like I have to teach the younger generation what we really was going through and what music really was.
Right.
Even with the video game systems, the comparison. You know, a lot of them don't know Contra. A lot of them never played Duke Nukem or on the 64 or Nintendo. So you have to bring it back. So with the music, and I understand where you're coming from, where you said, you know, that we're mom and pops now. I don't fully agree. Because the only other music outside of what I used to bang, you know what I'm saying, your albums and everything, is Kids Bop with my daughter. That's about it. I'm listening to, you know, kid music. I have to change
You gotta listen to what really relates to you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, whatever you vibrating at, that's really what you're vibing to.
And we can't say that like real music ain't out there, because you got the Busta Rhymes.
You got the album.
That album is crazy.
Fire album. Like,
Fire.
It's like I can't find a flaw in that album. That album is dope. You got Nas,
Zelda
Khaled.
you got Zelda.
Zelda
So
was
there
fire.
is good music out there.
Yes.
It's just we gotta, you know, some of the things like one of y'all said, I forget which one of y'all. Some of it just not speaking to you.
Yeah.
And
It's
we
generational.
Outside
probably
demographic.
not speaking to us because we're just older. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we can't dance either. You know what I'm saying? So a lot
We
of
was
people-
bopping.
yeah, like,
We was
yeah, so-
bopping.
That's how I keep it. I don't judge things that I feel like, oh, this not really made for me. If I'm judging it, I'm judging on the outside.
Just think of it like this. If you open up a restaurant, you can't have a restaurant full of things you like. You gotta have a restaurant full of things the people like.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
On the business end.
To please the people. Like if you open up a restaurant and you just sold all the things you like, right? And then people was like, yo, man, we like cherry Kool-Aid. You like, well, you're only gonna get grape here.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Then you're not catering to the audience. So that's what it is. It's, you know, you gotta have something for everybody.
Yeah, my concern just in general, I always say, is that balance. I think we had a lot of balance in our era.
You know who I like in the new generation right now is number one killing them, Dirk.
Yeah.
Dirk is doing a great job. He's hitting bars. And he's keeping it very, very, very street. I identify with him. I like Little Baby.
Okay. I like Baby.
I like the Baby too.
Okay. Okay.
It's two, it's two.
Right.
Yeah. You can't just like just one baby. You gotta go like a buff. Huh?
I feel about Sada, baby.
For real, that's a Sada, baby? Oh, see, now you're making me old.
It's a whole nother ballgame. See, I'm getting lost with it.
It's a rabbit hole name, bro. A rabbit hole, little and babies.
I think a lot of the artists that I would probably be able to relate to are actually, underrated, like a G Herbo, or God rest his soul, Pop Smoke. That because I'm from Brooklyn, so more than likely a lot of that music.
First of all, G Herbo is showing grown men how to be in love.
Yeah.
He that relationship that he got with I believe it's Fab's stepdaughter.
Okay.
But just the relationship in public and how hard that is for them to maintain. He's showing grown-ups how to be in love, and I respect that.
All day, definitely. Shout out to all those in love. Shout out to my wife, throw her
That's right.
all day.
Baby.
You know what I mean?
That's right, baby. Love the love.
Oh, love the love. Love the love. There you go. We on a whole nother era after getting this character out of the fucking office, because it was all based on hate for this last couple years. We gonna fight the fact.
Here, G. Stick it in there.
He from Queens.
No, we're not claiming that. We're not making noise with that. We're not claiming that. He must have been born there, but
he made a move.
He moved to Brooklyn immediately.
Oh shit!
To Brooklyn.
More than likely.
Where did my Xbox go?
Oh, that. Take it easy. I don't know. Your next person, that's all he grew wings. That was it. He caught Red Bull wings on that one.
And when he gets some back.
Somebody needed it more than you.
Needed to eat. Okay.
So let's talk about the Drink Champs. You guys have really made an impact on the whole podcast and talk radio genre, and shout out to you. Because if it wasn't for you guys, we offline show wouldn't have even had a thought to do anything. I commend you, because you're bringing it to the place where I can enjoy hearing about shit I enjoy hearing about, not regular random jargon. So give the people that are listening in right now how that all derived from.
Well, it's a long story.
Shorten it up. Short one, and then I'm gonna let him say his version, because we had the same story, just different type of version.
Okay.
Well, it started out in the EFN studio.
Mm-hmm.
I actually Drink Champs, because he would play poker and I would record in the studio.
Right.
And it's actually the same amount of time because of how long the process it takes.
Right.
So at the end of the night, whoever would be left there, we would just call each other's Drink Champs. We were like, you're a Drink Champ.
Or you're not a Drink Champ because you couldn't handle your liquor.
Because you're under the tape.
Right.
So I believe. Then we started a radio, but even when we started the radio, we didn't call it Drink Champs. That was just a thing that we were saying. ESPN went and I believe it incorporated the name because they just liked it. So we actually started a radio show called Military Crazy Raw Radio, and it was like really because Military is my company, Crazy Hood is his company, and then Raw was Leo G.
The station we were on XM.
So that's why we called Military Crazy Raw Radio, but. That was kind of a mistake, because if that didn't work or if it did work, that's our companies on the front line. So that's the reason why Drink Champs to me kind of works more, because this is a generic name. Right. You don't automatically think of me and EFN when you think of Drink Champs. You actually think of Drink Champs first. Right. And then you say, oh, okay, buy these guys, EFN and Nori. But it was just started out some genuine, like just bugging out, and he had the idea of the podcast.
Through a gamer, we gotta shout out Gamertag Radio, nice. A podcast legend from Miami, Godfrey, and it was a gamer podcast. Gamertag Radio.
So and that's pretty much it. I mean, I think the reason why it works overall, I don't know if you asked that question, is because we actually just genuine.
Right.
It's just like I ask questions I really want to know. Like it's crazy. I hate to tell the story because it really did change my life.
Okay.
When we was beefing with Rap Radar, I was sending Twitter shots to them, and B Dot sent me a Twitter shot back, and he was like, "The difference is we're really fans." And although he probably didn't think he was dissing me, he didn't probably didn't think he was dissing me. I took offense to that.
I didn't know that. You didn't know that.
I had to like come to realization that what he was saying was, yo, there's no way you could really be fans of these guys if you out there having your own career. And he was right to a certain extent. So that's what made me really start studying people again. Like I really went back and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna become a fan. Like because it is hard to be a fan of a person that I was competing with.
Right.
It's hard. Like because but then now I took myself out of the equation. I was like, that's why I really like most of the time, sometimes I slack. But most of the time when I interview somebody, I don't want to see them because I lived them for a whole week. Like I actually will.
You immerse yourself in their story.
I become them, bro. So
right.
afterwards, I know artists be like, what the fuck is wrong with them? Because I don't even speak to them afterwards. I'm like, I need to be away. Like,
okay, so you can get your mind right.
Because I need to get back my
in,
system. Right. Because I really wanted, like, when I interview somebody, I want them to become. I want me to become them. Like, I want to know everything. That's why you always see people say, "Yo, man, how you know that?" It's not really I know anything or it's just I just researched the shit out of them. That's all.
Yeah,
and I made calls. I called a couple of their friends, called a couple of their ex-girls. You know, all type of shit, and it'll all come together. You know what I mean?
Makes sense. It makes sense. And you an innovator in the game.
You know,
listen. A lot of people don't know this, but Nori was, if you do know anything about hip hop, brought the Latin world into hip hop.
That's right. Goddamn it. That's right.
He brought it into hip hop.
Let's make some noise for that.
Let's go. Big Pun, you know what I'm saying? Big Pun was standing on his own. I remember that song. We got the audience.
Yo, I just found out Pun was 49. If you'd have been here, he would have been 49. I didn't
That would have been dope.
I didn't know he was 5 because I'm 43. I'll be 44 this year. So technically that's like 5 years older than me. I didn't know. I always thought me and Pun was the same exact age.
He lived young. He had a young soul.
Yeah.
You know, he was a master. He was a master out of it.
Like I kid you not, like 500 pounds. If you would have seen the gates, I used to see him hot. Like he was moving. Like even you came.
Well, he was from the Bronx, man. You gotta move out there.
You came up video. Remember when he's on the top of the thing and he falls? You can tell it's not him.
Right.
But I remember at the video, me just being high, and the guy Pun going, right, Nori? Right, Nori? And I'm like, huh? And I'm going, right. And the guy's like, you saw Pun jump over a building before? I was like, hell no! I was like, yo, no! I'm saying but I'm not realizing what I'm saying too. And Pun is like, yo, right, Nori? He's like, tell him. And I'm like, oh, hell no. He's like, you can't do this shit, Nori. I said, I'm not co-signing you jumping off the building. They had the big, the thing that you
can land on.
Landed, but I was like, still. I was like, hell no. If the professional was saying no, how the fuck am I going to co-sign you? But that was always a funny, like, he was really like that.
No, but that was something that actually when I was a youth and I started rocking and getting his albums and you know what I'm saying, when you were doing the whole nigga Victor thing and I was just like, oh shit, yo, he's putting it together, he's letting them know. Right. That was really innovative for a lot of us mixed Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, black mixed.
Oh, I got a Dominican power shirt today.
Fine.
You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Shout out Manny. My wife's Dominican. She's gonna like that.
I love for Cubans, bro. I know we fucked up. We fucked up with Trump. I'm sorry.
Listen. We love the Cubans. It's just that
the Cubans.
The Cubans.
You separate yourself from us.
Cubans is the most like they switch so fast. He said, as soon as they come in, I'm a Republican now.
Yeah, but that's deep history with that. But we don't get into this.
It's the whole fact he tricked y'all. He told y'all that he said it to everybody. Y'all was socialists or that.
Yeah, but there's deep. I mean, we don't want to get deep into
it. Trick too.
Yeah, we did. There's a lot of us
John
too.
McCain.
Yeah,
Puerto Rico was for John McCain.
Yes.
You don't remember that?
No, I do. But I just want to add one footnote.
It didn't make no sense.
One footnote for people to understand: Cubans been Republicans since Kennedy days with Bay of Pigs. That's a whole history. Has nothing to do with current times. It goes back.
Correct. And I agree. and nobody's
How
not.
do we get political?
It's the offline show.
That's how they
Yo,
show
you
go.
on the offline
A lot of
show.
people online, I'm the only Cuban they know, so I got attacked.
So you
Like,
got
yo, EMF, what are you doing in Miami? I said, I voted for
I didn't get
vote for
attacked.
Trump.
I didn't get attacked for
You
the
gotta answer everything.
Cubans, but I definitely got attacked for living in Florida. Everybody was like, "Yo, Florida."
And Dade County still went for Biden, FYI.
Yes, they did. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they
But
did.
Florida, so it's all the outskirts of Florida.
Yeah.
Right, it's all them other little spots that
Yeah.
we don't travel to.
You fly over there, Joe.
We have to drive through.
We gotta drive.
I fly
Yeah,
over
you're taking
there.
75 and up, but outside of it, so you're not a Republican, you're a Democrat.
I mean, I'm not a Democrat.
You're not
either.
a party holder.
I don't like the political system, period.
Good
If
deal.
anything, I'm liberal. I'm not independent.
You're an independent.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
actually independent for like on my voter registration.
Understood, and that's neither here nor there. But you guys all went out and voted.
Absolutely.
I'm-
Except Boris, he didn't vote, and he just became a citizen. Foul. Foul.
No.
Yo, I know a lot of people didn't vote, man.
No, a lot of people voted. A lot of people.
He's like, thank you, America. I'm not voting.
You didn't vote either.
You ain't want to register.
Diego, you're foul.
Man, what
Yeah,
you doing
why
with your crew, man?
What was that?
Yo, they fucked me up, man.
You tell you.
Hold on, let's shout out to this spot, man, because y'all guys hooked me up with a PS5.
Shout out to GameStop, man.
GameStop, where we at though?
We gonna pull Manny in. Manny the manager.
Edison GameStop, right? Edison GameStop.
Get
Trust me, I come there.
Yeah. Take it for the Xbox.
We still trying to debate on that one. We're trying to get cleared.
Just flip a coin, man. He gonna give it up.
Manny did come through for everybody.
I appreciate you, man.
Super
Yeah.
cool
Super
with all
cool.
the connections that you got going on. We appreciate you. This is a crazy turnout event.
So let me ask you, alright, like all the Xbox is sold out, right? So how do you re-up? What is this type of process?
All right, when it comes to that, it always goes on the company. So they look at like perfect areas and see how much we actually make to actually give out more in it. So if it's a mall area, Dolphin Mall, Bayside, Aventura, they'll get more, but they always forget in the area in the hood. People got money. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just the mother coaches. We got bread here. So it's like if you can't get inside stores, we can order online for you.
Wow,
So however it is, you gotta take care of your people.
Alright, that's dope, man. That's dope, bro. That's dope. Because this shit is sold out everywhere. Like I was wondering, like,
You can't even get it unless you know me or Manny. That's how we do. Listen, he's from Queens, but Brooklyn gets it done.
That's what's up. Well, now we in Florida, baby.
No, we in Miami.
Edison, what is it again?
We in the Republican area. Edison Plaza.
Edison Plaza, man.
305 is a lot of Democrats over here. Listen to y'all earlier. It's not just the Cubans, bro. It's the Haitians too as well.
Oh, no, yeah, the Haitians were
They were Republicans?
Immigrants, bro, they're nervous about those systems that they left, man.
Yes, it's true.
You gotta understand.
It's true.
And the Haitians
system-
are mad at the Clintons. That's why they're mad at Democrats for what happened in Haiti after the earthquake and the Clinton Foundation.
Yes.
You do more issues on that too as well, where the earthquake actually happened. It broke down the little White House person they actually had in Haiti. And they had the highest earthquake ratio they ever had. And like people were still buried under the wall. I got family that actually lived over that. You know what I'm saying? So it sucks and it hurts in the process of it. Like, oh, Clinton, yeah, you got head, you did all the little stuff wise and whatnot. You acting black, but you ain't doing anything. But you gotta help out the people who actually voted for you. So it comes to here, Trump, he visited little Haiti, he probably visited little family and whatnot. And out of nowhere, like, oh yeah, man, like we love you, Trump, man. Like, how you say in Creole? Like, Jitem on Trump, but Jay-Z, they saying all that. And at the end of the day,
They wasn't calling him Jay-Z.
no, Jay-Z, Jesus. No,
They called Trump Jay-Z. It's not right.
Creole is ugly right now. But when you look at it, is that dude ain't give a shit about you. He got the vote. Right now, you look at it, he crying about it. Haitians voting for you, Cubans voting for you.
Right.
And you look at
Venezuelans
the
also
map.
because of the system they left.
Oh yeah, man, it's a struggle everywhere, but
It's deeper than what people think. It's not
yeah.
as easy as they think. It's deeper.
It's like you can't get into politics or religion, man. You know,
Right.
Leave
Even at the you can't say it at the dinner table. Don't talk about it.
If you go by what's important,
Right.
you came in, you needed a fire, you took care of you.
Yes, that's what is important.
Say it to you again.
God damn it.
That demon soul, live on TV, call me a bitch all you want. I'm not gonna play that.
No, I'm playing it.
Are you gonna play?
Oh, you say you're not gonna play because it's too scary. That's what you said. Oh, I thought the opposite.
Edit that. Just blur that out.
There's no taking that out.
Okay.
It's in the world right now. We don't edit.
In the very beginning. They're like, what you supposed to do, man? When a black guy running inside here, demon. That's it. So it's like, nah, that you gonna know. The Spider-Man is mad dope. You know what I'm saying? It's multicultural when it comes
Shout out to
Spider-Man
Spider-Man.
from Queens.
Yeah, he's black Puerto Rican. That's Puerto Rican.
Is he? I
Miles
thought he was
Morales.
Jamaican.
Miles Morales.
You look at whoever they actually have in the studios, they finally gave my man a good take line.
Wow.
That dude looked like the Black Power Ranger from the original with the whole suit on everything. But now he all crisp with the fade and all, man.
Why you gotta rag on Zach, bro?
Bro, ain't no break no. Zach was dope, dog. Zach was dope, but then again, come on, bro. He the only Black Ranger. He the only Black dude that's the Black Ranger with no tape. Come on, bro.
He had the natural.
The dude who ran the show, Hank Saban, you think he knows how to get a good haircut for that man?
Besides the point, though, man. It's besides the point. You know what I'm saying? You live in a certain area, if you put like this, one of my customers say, if the barber,
What's up, bro? My bad.
if the barber not actually, the barber got one good notion, and he got to go across again, he know he fucked up.
Yeah.
You gotta take me up one good time. You go across, alright. You go down, alright. If you got fix, like I hold my head sideways to let it look straight, you know you can't go there no more. Just shave it off. No offense. Shave it off.
The smooth rider. The smooth rider.
Man, but like I say, the 5 you're gonna love, the games you're gonna love from Spidey, the Duty you gotta come back for.
The what?
Call of Duty Cold War, you gotta come back
Serious
for.
game.
Cool.
Serious game.
It's just a mad game that's coming out. 2K, if you're gonna get your ankles hurt, to give it up.
And that's not bubble basketball.
Oh, nah.
Okay, that's real.
It ain't like NBA jams, man. You dunk it from one 3-pointer to the next, man.
Okay.
Nah, but you gonna love it, man. You gonna love it.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, man.
Nah,
So
thank
much,
you for
man.
coming in,
Appreciate
man.
it. I'm not stopping. You're gonna see me a lot. Every time I'm gonna get everything, I'm getting it from there.
Nah, it's like, dude, man. It's like, and I'll say this, man. I was talking to my boys in the back. My boy Laz, who actually was talking to me about it. One thing you got me in trouble with when I was a kid, you had that one song. It's not NORE. When you kept screaming, what?
It's an RE album.
My mom was freaking out. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, why you screaming? What? I was like, no, it's the song.
You got Tourette's.
And you know, in vacations, you gotta look at it, man. I'm gonna go outside and get some of these, give you some soda seed to drink. You know what I'm saying? But now, man, this ain't church, man. Let me sing the song. It was not Nori, it was the Wu-Tang Clan that I was actually listening to. It was all, there it is, bro. It was all love, man. His music is different.
Absolutely. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that.
No problem, man. No problem.
Come on, let's do it. Come on, let's make some noise!
Man, you taking over my show, man. Come on, man. What's going on, baby?
It's only a GameStop.
That's it. Only at GameStop. Only at GameStop. Exclusively. So, that being said, he basically broke it down. PS5 is better than Xbox.
That's cool. I'll take that off your hands.
Yeah, he was letting you know the game. It came out more games. It's stronger. It's a smarter thing to do. We're gonna get Nori streaming on Twitch with us.
So hold on, let me ask you. Is it only online, like when you stream? Like or you can still play offline?
Yeah, you can play offline. You got the games to play offline. You know what I'm saying? And the online is basically it was made so you could communicate with others, and you could socialize and be all over the place. And basically that was their ploy to get you to buy more shit.
Our Twitch, Drink Champs Twitch.
Oh,
and it's official.
There you go. Well, I'm gonna challenge y'all
What is
on
Twitch?
the gaming. Twitch.tv is a whole. It's a gaming stream.
Okay.
It's for
People
gamers.
do other shit on there.
Yeah, that Discord.
It's not like OnlyFans.
Nah, listen, my brother-in-law got an OnlyFans. He broke already. He been broke. He lost weight.
Yo, Boris got OnlyFans.
He lost weight. He out here trying to get his money back. Nah, that was a good one.
I feel like you just told me a confession.
We didn't whisper it.
I'm good, bro. I'm proud.
Listen, the Cubans got it together though. Listen, a shout out to Castro and how he held down Cuba. Listen, he held down.
Shout out to Castro.
Ain't nobody strong.
Holy
Yo, this
shit.
dude held down a dictatorship for 60 years
Nah, you're right.
without any like resistance. He put
We're not getting
missiles.
into all that right
He
now.
put missiles.
That's a totally different podcast.
Listen, the Cubans got it together. Love Cuba. You just have to one day come to fruition and understanding that you are Black and Hispanic.
Absolutely.
And you are from the Caribbean.
Absolutely.
And as long as they get
All
that
our culture is Black culture, is African culture.
they that's the understanding that Dominicans and Puerto Ricans have.
Our music, our food.
You eat the same food as me.
Absolutely.
We all eat the same rice and beans. I love Cuba. I love Cuba. Drink Champs in the house. Thank you for coming out, Nori. We're gonna wrap this up. Remember to go stream Drink Champs on Volt TV.
Yeah, drinkchamps.com.
Drinkchamps.com.
I'll be live streaming me with the Xbox on drinkchamps.com.
On the Twitch.
Drinkchamps Switch, I got you.
In the next couple weeks, because I think they get.
Not tomorrow, I'm gonna do it. I mean tonight.
We'll figure that one out. We appreciate you guys coming on the show. You guys are legends. You know, my whole teenage, high school years, I was Capone Noriega, I was blunt money, I was body in the trunk. Yeah, I was young. Listen.
Don't put a body in the trunk.
No, yeah. Hey, wait a minute. Nah, that's a whole other ball game. You guys are still doing what you gotta do, keeping everything relevant.
Every Thursday on Roll TV. You catch us every Saturday on YouTube.
Friday, the audio drops. iHeart now.
And you know, I spoke to Ray J the other day, and he's like, so you guys only do a couple of shows? No, we do a show every week. We go up to episode 200 and what?
200 and something.
200 and something. Yeah,
It's awesome.
What? 270?
We're going into 5 years of doing that.
Yeah, we're almost 5 years. So every week, and we've been going strong right now. This week, we had Young Bird, Hitmaker, and next week I believe we're gonna have Tragedy Gaddafi and Conway.
Oh no doubt, yeah, Conway. Shout out to Conway and selling them. That's a good thing that you guys are still staying. I also caught you on Hulu. I believe that was on the run eating.
Yeah, that's my food show, on the run eating. Yeah.
Monster show.
I thought he got you Hulu dancing.
No. Wait, on OnlyFans? No, don't tell me that. No. I was like, free subscription. Not happening. Nah, hold on. We in Miami, but we still need it. All day.
Thank you for having us, man.
I appreciate you. We'll have you back on the show one day, you know, vice versa. And, you know, we out. The offline show, Mr. Wigglesworth. Twitch.tv, WeirdoGodZ. Go check us out. We will be competing with DJ EFN on the regular PlayStation 4.
Me with Xbox. Is that even possible?
I think, yeah, they got the activated.
We can do that.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can make something
You can
happen.
play from Xbox and PlayStation?
Yes.
Oh, that's all.
Well, on Call of Duty, that's definite.
Okay.
You can definitely do
So
that.
now I'm connected. We're gonna figure it out.
We're gonna get through that. Offline show, Excitement Radio, Mr. Wigglesworth, the GameStop. Shout out to Manny, PS5, Xbox. We out.